But you must kill him in order for the rope to appear, and you can't use the grappling hook to bypass it either, which would have been, of course, really cool and really easy. Kill the snail, head to the right. You're going to see another giant snail. This one we don't have to fight. We can just jump over and get to the other side. Now we have to fight another one of the snails that we must kill. Come on, snail. There we go. Hitting them when possible. Jumping through giant things of fire in between them. At least it doesn't take many hits, especially with the little bit of powering level we did. Oh, he actually dropped a potion. Cool. Now we're heading up the ladder. And now we gotta deal with another boss, which works exactly like the spider guy. Stand in the middle. Hit him. He'll go to the left, or if he's on the right, hit him to the right, and it just keeps going back and forth to the left and right. This isn't going to take as long as the spider. Thank goodness, right? Come on, how many more? There we go. And head up the ladder. And now we gotta fight a boss that resembles the last boss that we glitched in order that we moved it down an inch or so. We pretty much have that boss again, which he is extremely easy to kill and extremely easy to dodge. He doesn't even fire that often. He just takes a good amount of hits to kill, but there we go. He's done. Grab the I think it's a flute. I'm not sure what it's called. It's something flute. It's either Phoenix or Pegasus or something that starts with a P. Flute. That's what we need in order to open the final door that allows us to get into the final dungeon of the game. Which, that makes it pretty much one of the more useful items in the entire game. I haven't really talked much about the fact of how much I like Rygar, and I love the fact that they're coming out with another Rygar game. I'm not really sure about the whole punk kind of weird look he has now. I'm really not sure about that. I wish they would have gone with the look he had in the PS2 game that they had made, which is actually a pretty fun game. I didn't like it as much, of course, as I like this one, but then again, it doesn't have that nostalgia, because if I had that game when I was a kid, I probably would like it just as much as I like this. But then again, if I had that as a kid, I wouldn't like this, because it was old and stupid, and NES games are old and ugly, and the graphics suck. Yeah. At least that's what I think most of the current generation of gamers probably think of things, but anyway, the PS2 Rygar wasn't bad, and now they're making that new one, I think, for the Wii, which should be a lot of fun. When I'll be definitely getting it, and probably, express my feelings towards it after I get it. Now we're heading back here, and you're kind of you may question why we're back here, but this is actually the place we need to go to in order to get to the final dungeon of the game. Which I'm heading to the right here. Watching as the enemies now take only one hit to kill. Climb up this ladder here. Head to the right. Kill that guy. Here we go. Jump over a useless door. Head up to this platform and grapple up. Climb up. Be sure to watch out for... There's going to be a bat, I think. Yep. Watch out for the giant bats. Head up here and grapple up to the next set of platforms. Now, for whatever reason, this set, there is no bats. I just decided not to put anything here. Once we're here, grapple up again. And now we're at the top here. Kill those bats, and now use the flute. We get a nice little melody that plays when we play the flute. Ocarina, it looks like a weird ocarina shape it looks like, but anyway, head up the ladder to the door, and now we're in another top-down view, and this one is the final dungeon of the game. If you head north, it's pretty much nowhere. It doesn't take you anywhere useful. So we're going to head to the right, which is about four screens of heading to the right. And you actually, not until you get inside the castle, pretty much, you actually have any enemies to deal with. Which is kind of boring, kind of, why didn't they put anything here? But, hey, that's just the way it goes. And now we're going to keep heading to the right. And hey, look, here we go. Now we're going to head north along this wall. Still no enemies to fight. Heading up. Now we're going to head to the right when we get to this wall. And head up this area here. Keep heading up, and now we're going to enter this door. If you head up, it's just nothing. You end up walking off the edge if you keep going. And here's how all the enemies look. They're pretty much exact versions of monsters we've already fought throughout the game, mainly the bosses that we fought throughout the game. Like this is that one from the other top-down view. But they're all like weird silhouette forms. They're not like actual there. It's kind of weird, but head up, head to this door over here. A little bit of confusingness, but not too confusing to say the least. Most of the enemies you can dodge too, even though they're like right in front of doors, you can dodge them. We're going to be heading to the left officially, but I want to head down first because I want to show you where that room is in the final area that gives you the potion. So head down. Watch out for the guy in this room, as he's like right there, immediately there. But hey, full health and a potion if you already used yours or need a refill or whatever. Then head back to the left, and we're going to head back up to that place where there's all 4 directions are possible to go to. Which we're going to be heading to the left direction because north takes us nowhere, and right was where we came from, and south is where the potion was. So that leaves left. Head down, grapple across. That would be a long-ass fall if Rygar, you know, if you fell down that gap, that would be one hell of a fall. To fall all the way back down to the, to the planet. Head to the right, dodging over any creatures you need to dodge, immediately continuing to the right. Heading south here, watching out for any enemies. Not too many to deal with. Heading to the left and get the screen to scroll. Look at these great, lovely pillars with the weird green glitchiness at the bottom. Heading over. Head through this door. There we go. And now we're going to head north. Killing anything or dodging anything we need to. Don't really need to kill them, just killing them for the hell of it. Make a quick jump, rope across this gap. Watch out for, of course, any of the giant monsters that, of course, want to kill you. Head through this door. Another door immediately up. Hey, look, it's 2 monsters and a door to the right. So I'm going to skip both of the monsters and head right. And hey, final gap. Make the gap, and now we're entering the final room of the game. And here we go, final boss. This boss we can't glitch. This boss we just have to do the strategy of jumping over all projectiles and hitting. I'm going to use my freeze and attack spell right there, which you can use against any boss, but I only have a little bit of magic left, so I'll use it once against him instead. I don't have enough magic for my power-up. But it's not too difficult, really. Just gotta watch out. Every couple of hits, you can get a few hits in. Sometimes he projects like 5 or 6 of the spike things at a time. Other times he just stops for a good 10 seconds, so you can get in a whole lot of hits when he won't fire any projectiles. Really weird the way the boss decides to do it, so it's hard to find an exact pattern. It's pretty much just working away, and of course, there was no way I was getting around that one. Of course, if you get low on health, if you didn't use your magic, you're going to be able to use your magic to restore, but you also have, of course, the potion, that if you get low on health, to, use that and refill your health as well. Not too many more hits this guy should take. Pretty simple stuff, even for a final boss. He's pretty easy. He's probably the toughest boss in the game because we can't glitch him, and because he fires so many, but hey, there he goes. And that's the end of the game. We see a door that opens up to the world, and we can see the land below us. We're officially in front of us, but opens up, flashes, and now we get a nice, pretty scenery of a lovely, peaceful dove flying with a rainbow, signifying that world peace has been restored to the land. Just look at it's just pure greatness. So loving and peaceful. Just expect like unicorns and bunny rabbits and everything to come by. The door of peace was opened, and peace did again come to Argyle. People regained their smiling faces. The warrior and finished his fight, returned to Argus. The warrior of Argus, you are really a true hero. End. And while not, of course, the greatest ending in the world, it's an NES ending nonetheless. Shouldn't expect too much from it, but hey, that's the ending of the game. This wraps up Rygar, which is, it's up there as one of my favorite NES games. Great music, great gameplay, great action, difficult gameplay and trying to find where you gotta go, You know, it's really fun and rewarding when you finally figure out, hey, this is where I was supposed to go, and this is the item I need, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's that rewarding gameplay that's really fun, especially if you don't use a guide in order to. Which, if you, of course, played this game as a kid, you pretty much didn't have a choice in not having a guide. But, hey, that's just how it goes. Now, of course, I would like to thank you for watching everything that went along with doing Rygar Week, and I hope you enjoyed.